Okay, so basically Sporticus is doing his little dance and he's running, and then it's the Lazy Town intro. And so basically Robbie Rotten ordered some villains to help him defeat Sporticus, but he finds out that they're not truly villains, and so they're making weird faces and all. And he's asking them if they've done any basic villain things, but they haven't. So he has to teach them how to be villains, and he does it in an amazing song. He pulls out a saxophone, he starts playing, and that guy picks his ear, and so they say hey, and then they start dancing, and they're actually performers, and so they're really good at music, and they're actually number one. But now Stingy's being prideful, and he says it's mine, and now they're trying to bake a cake for Mrs. Busybody, and so they're discussing the best way to possibly build the cake, and Ziggy's talking about how he should put candy, but it might hurt his tummy. Stingy's putting ingredients, but keeping the rest for him, because he's very greedy. But he claims that he's careful, and she says it's easy, and he says it's good to be a pirate, and so they're in a tent, and Ziggy's really scared of dinosaurs, and so she's trying to spook him out, but it turns out that she's actually kind of helping him, and Ziggy's really scared, and so he's shushing her because he finds her annoying. But I think everyone thinks Ziggy's annoying, and we should probably beat him to death with a mallet with spikes on it. And apparently his teddy bear's name is Pookie, and things are spooky, and that gets replaced with No One's Lazy in Lazy Town, or whatever it's called. So Sporticus, he says ladder, and he goes up to his airship, and he's really happy, dancing around. And he feels alright whenever he moves, and he likes to do his bing bing bang thing. Also Stephanie likes to do that, and so he goes left to right. He's very strong because he's fit and eats healthy, eats sports candy and stuff. So they're playing basketball, and Robbie Rotten is disguised as Sporticus because he wants to take him down and stuff. And so they're playing outside and stuff because it's active and fun and healthy. And No One's Lazy in Lazy Town, but that's replaced with Robbie Rotten, his master of disguise. And so basically, he's saying how he's a good disguise. Disguise is replaced by We're Number One. They're trying to trap Sporticus, and Stingy is still very greedy, and he claims everything's mine, but cake and pirates, and they boo him, and they're trying to scare him, but now it turns out that they're actually helping him. They're trying to make him not scared of dinosaurs anymore. They're saying it's okay, but they're scaring him in the process, which is awesome because I love seeing Ziggy suffer. He's the worst character on the show, and it's featuring Jacob Sartorius. So basically, she's saying that there's lots of demons everywhere, but it's actually okay. Boo. And so basically, they're trying to scare him while also teaching him a good lesson. And they don't actually say spooky again, so this song is going to end without it being replaced or anything. And so the next song is, I think, No One's Lazy in Lazy Town, but only a clip of it will be played. They boo him, and Ziggy screams, and I love that because I love seeing Ziggy suffer. He's the worst character ever. And Jacob Sartorius is great in this, and everything's vanishing, and she's dancing around, teaching him a good lesson, and she's being kawaii desu. I hate weeaboos. Apparently there's nothing there. It's all okay. He shouldn't be scared, although I hope he is because I hate Ziggy. He should suffer. And so it gets cut off because they say lazy again. So he can vanish. Robbie Rotten can make really good faces, funny faces and stuff, and we should all listen closely to We're Number One. And he's teaching a lesson of trickery, and it's going down in history, and he's calling up, and then they come in, and then they're still making the cake, and you could always do the cooking by the book because it makes it better and not messy. And so there's still pirates and stuff, and No One's Lazy in Lazy Town. And then he disguises as Sporticus, and he's saying how good his disguises are. And then We Are Number One comes back, and then Sporticus is flipping her. They're trying to sneak around him, but someone makes a sound by crunching it, and then they touch it when they shouldn't. And then Sporticus is flipping around, and they try to catch him, but they can't. And they're making a cake, and then they're still pirates, and then there's disguises, and we're number one's back, and then they're still making a cake, and then they're pirates again, and then it's Sporticus, and they're playing basketball, and they're saying how active they are, and that no one should be lazy in Lazy Town, and Sporticus is working out, and then Robbie Rotten is a master of disguise, and he's walking around showing his disguises, how great of a villain he is, and so he's disguising as a detective, and now Robbie is a grandma, and he poisoned an apple, and they're making a cake, and they're pirates, and he's disguising, he's super sneaky, he's a robot or whatever, and they're getting a net, and they're trying to trap Sporticus, but they put it on Robbie, and then he gets really mad. They're putting banana peels to trap Sporticus, but they fall instead, and then they finally trap Sporticus and bring him to his lair, but then Stephanie, she puts an apple to give him energy, and then mine, and then they're making a cake, and then they're pirates again, and so I think I eventually gave up. Okay, and so no one's lazy in Lazy Town, and they're active and healthy and stuff, but I eventually gave up, so I don't even cut it anymore, so it's just the rest of the song is super fast. And so Robbie Rotten's a master of disguise, Lazy Town, that song ends. We are number one, they trap Sporticus, but he gains energy, then the minions let him out, and then Robbie Rotten gets blown up, and then Stingy's still really greedy, he's claiming everything's mine again, he's saying all your feelings are mine, he's being really creepy, and Jacob Sartorius, and they're making a cake, and then they're doing the best cake possible, and at last they finally make the best cake ever. And then they're still pirates, and Robbie Rotten is trying to get them to find a treasure thing that said Lazy Town should always be lazy, so that they should always be lazy, and he's trying to trick them to think he's a real pirate, but really it's just Robbie Rotten in disguise.